Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Russ back again with some more Madden 19 Ultimate Team. This episode number 85. In the previous episode, we did debut Odell Beckham Jr. Not necessarily the best episode to debut him because we did end up losing after a 3-game win streak. I think in house rules, this 10 and 20 yard event or 10 to 20 yard line. I don't know. I didn't play many games of this. You guys see one more straggler game of this, and then the rest of the episode will be just normal season games. So just this first game right here is the last game of the house rules event. That was a really shitty house rules event. I'm sorry, I gotta be honest. But luckily after this event, they did change it from 6 wins in a row to 10 wins total. So maybe this event kind of changed it. I don't know if people didn't like this one compared to the other ones, but the 6-win format was changed after this one, I'm pretty sure. And I think the 10-win format is so much better, man, because it just gives people that maybe not, that don't have those God squads to still get those wins and, you know, still have a chance to get it instead of going 5-0 and then running into somebody that is either super cheesy or has a way better team than you. So I think the 10-win format is way better, and that's why I didn't play all that much of this one. And you can see this game, well, maybe you didn't notice, but I'm trying to go downfield like crazy. Like, I was just not feeling this house rules event, man. That's why there is just only one extra game of this. You know, usually I'll have the house rules event span like 4 or 5 episodes or something like that. This one only spanned, you know, 1 1/4 basically. So you can see how I didn't like this one all that much. But, you know, on defense now, obviously our first drive did not go so well throwing the pick. He has Tom Brady, so I wasn't really too worried about him running at all. I was honestly worried about getting dotted. Now that's obviously a given when you're going against Tom Brady. I probably didn't even need to say that. But you know what? On the first drive, man, he ends up foregoing a field goal. Actually, you know what? He wasn't even in field goal range, but he went for it on 4th down. Didn't get it. The ball kind of just harmlessly fell to the ground when it went to, I think that was Jerry Rice and Stephon Gilmore. Apparently neither one of them wanted to make a play as Todd Gurley just refuses to go down. There was a fucking pile of bodies like World War Z right there. Holy shit, that was a ton of people. But 2nd and 3, we're running the ball like crazy right now. 4 rushes for 35 yards. And we're at the 26-yard line, and I should have waited until I got inside the 20 to do this because, again, this was a house rule event where we would have got 12 points instead of 7. But you know what? Nonetheless, we do end up getting the touchdown with Vance McDonald, and it ends up forcing the rage quit anyway. Like I said, this was just an extra straggler game that I threw in here, and that was pretty much the end of the house rules event. So we didn't do all that much in that one. So now we jump back into normal games, going against 99 Michael Strahan, Bobby Wagner, and 98 Ryan Shazier, or 98 B-Wags and Shazier. So me and this guy's linebacking core are actually pretty similar. I think my Shazier's at a 97, boosted to a 98, and then my B-Wags has been at a 98 all year long. Like, I haven't been able to upgrade that card, man. Like, I've been looking at it to use, or looking at the power-up to maybe use my 94 to 95 power-up pass on him, and then get him to a 99. Been looking at that, but I don't know. It's kind of a mission to get cars to 99s this year, man. But 1st and 10, Todd Gurley, he does what he does, and this guy was running heavy coverage or something because he's getting pancaked all over the place. So we continue to run the ball, not really subbing anybody in to help block on the outside, which I probably should, I guess. Actually, you know what? It looked like maybe I did. I think I may have saw Fan out there. I don't know. If you see Fant out there at wide receiver, there's only one fucking thing that's going down. But, you know, back to passing the ball, looking for somebody, man, going downfield. We find Calvin Johnson, who seems to make that catch every single time, man. Like, I don't see us getting rid of Calvin Johnson unless we just find no use for him. Is right there. We do end up finding him in the end zone. And you know what? That is between 10 and 20 yards. And I just realized that we had 2 straggler games. My bad. So we do end up scoring 13 points on this drive. My bad. I fucked up. That was a brain fart. Nah, whatever. I do that sometimes. I did put the house rules thing at the beginning of the episode, so I guess if I wanted to, I could have just said that all of these games were a house rules event, but I tried to let you guys know that there was only one, and I was wrong. There's 2. So 2 house rules games, and then the rest of the episode is regular games, I promise. But anyway, this guy ends up going downfield way too late. If I would have went for the pick, it was right at Stephon Gilmore. Like, that was an easy catch, man, and for some reason I went with the swat. The one time I decided to go with the swat. Usually I get greedy and go for the pick. Is right here. He finds Trey Burton, I'm assuming? I don't know who that is. Whoever it was, though, that was a pretty damn good game by him, man. And he does have that classic combo. You know, the combo we're used to seeing a lot. Ricky Williams and Mike Vick. He doesn't end up doing all that much running with Ricky Williams, mainly like that, just play action. He has an in route over the middle that I was very surprised he didn't throw to. He had 2 receivers right there. Most of those people will make that read, and I thought maybe he was going to dump it down to his running back or go to that in route once he waited. Instead, he just sat in there and took the sack. So we'll take that, man, eventually forcing him to 4th and 23, and Alan Page gets his 2nd sack of the game and takes this guy down. And just like that, we end up forcing our 2nd rage quit of the episode. And this is nice to see, man, because the past 2 episodes, we have lost some very heartbreaking games. We lost last episode during this house rules event where we were just trying to stop the run, couldn't do it, and the guy ended up scoring a 13-point touchdown that took us completely out of the game late. And then the game before that, we lost another tough-ass game where we came all the way back from like down 21-6 at halftime, and we ended up taking the lead late and still ended up losing. So a couple rage quits is definitely a welcome sight. I'm very happy right now, especially after those past couple episodes have ended in just sadness. So, right now we're trying to continue our winning streak. We have 2 wins right now, and we're going for a third, and Richard Sherman ends up breaking that one up. That was a pretty good play by him. But 3rd and 9, he ends up getting sacked by Jerry Hughes, man. Jerry Hughes plays really good rushing the passer, but I have noticed looking at gameplays that he sucks, and I mean really sucks at guarding the run. Like, for real, if you run to the outside, there's probably a high chance he's going to get a block shed or something, but I'm pretty sure it's his low strength that is killing me, because 83 strength is not that great, especially for a DN that is my main DN that I keep in there pretty much no matter what. So I think Jerry Hughes might be one of the problems that, wow. Calvin Johnson, just do your Calvin Johnson thing. Whatever. Jerry Hughes talking about nonsense over there, but Calvin Johnson, a pretty damn good catch right there. That was easy. We actually had Doug Baldwin wide open on that play. And I mean wide open. Way more open than Calvin. But for some reason I went to Calvin. I don't know. I just trust the dude. And he ends up getting in for 7. But as I was saying, man, Jerry Hughes, I just feel like he's not that great at stopping the run. So we need to get somebody to either sub in for him or try to, replace him or something like that. Because honestly, I would rather be able to stop the run than the pass. Because I feel like, pass rush and stuff like that is just kind of fluky as it is, so I'm not too worried about it. I feel like it's really animation based, and that's kind of what the community has said as well. So I'll probably end up getting like a 3-4 type guy, and maybe even going to 3-4 straight up, as Patrick Peterson ends up getting the pick. And what do you know it, that ends up forcing the 3rd rage quit of the episode. These games have just not lasted very long, man. I mean, I've been talking about kind of just the team in general, but for real, I do want to know, do you guys think maybe I should switch to a 4-3 to try to stop the run? Because that is easily the biggest weakness of our defense. And I feel like even if we go like run heavy in the front 7 and stuff like that, it's not going to stop the way we actually guard the pass, because most of the time I go to nickel anyway and sub in certain people. So I think the move might be to switch to a 4-3 or get some heavy block shed guys or something just to stop the run. But this game, or these games, have gone pretty well considering that the players have mainly passed. I mean, we haven't really had to stop the run in this episode. But 3 rage quits in, we're trying to get a 4th or just trying to get a 4th win in general. But it doesn't start out that well, as you guys can see. That's a play I continue to go to for Calvin Johnson, and he always makes those catches, but right there, unfortunately, it just kind of, got batted away. And it's Madden, man. Those plays happen all the time. But on this guy's first offensive drive, he ends up throwing a pick too. So you know what? We end up trading interceptions on our first play of our offensive drive. So just like that, we're right back on offense trying to run the ball and nothing really doing. I'm really passing right now. I don't know why, but I'm pass happy and I'm just trying to make something happen. And sure enough, we find Calvin Johnson. He ends up making up for that pick, or for the pass that bounced off of him that got picked. I don't even know. Doesn't matter. As right here, we do find Doug Baldwin over the middle. We just ended up burning him with the playmaker, and that's Odell Beckham Jr. My bad. I got to get used to putting OBJ in Doug's spot, because most of the time when somebody makes a catch on our team like that, it's usually Doug Baldwin. But right there, it was Odell Beckham Jr. Got to get used to saying his name, as he is on the team for a while now, man. Don't see us getting rid of him, because that card plays really good. But we do end up punching it in with Todd Gurley to put us up 7-0 in this game with 2:21 left in the first quarter. And as I was saying, man, I got to get used to saying OBJ's name, because he's going to be on the team for a long time, man. Like Gurley, OBJ will be that receiver for us. We might start saying if Odell does some crazy shit that he's doing that Odell thing. I mean, we might have that happen, man. But Odell Beckham Jr. has played really well for me for the games I've played with him so far. And this dude, wow. Okay, that was a bad play by me. I didn't play over top, and I didn't man up anybody on Tyreek Hill. And Tyreek Hill in the open field is easily one of the most dangerous players in Madden. I will not get into what the fuck that dude did off the field. I just don't think we'll ever see him in the NFL again. But right now, he's still got his name in Madden. I don't know if he'll become wide receiver number 10. But right now, ultimately, he's making plays for this dude. So we get back on offense. Obviously, the game is now tied at 7-7. And we find Odell Beckham Jr. on the out route. And then we kill this guy again with the playmaker, man. We got him earlier with Odell Beckham Jr. right there. We get him with Ebron. I never run plays with the intent of playmaking. I just want to say that, most of the time I don't. Actually, I think I said I never do. I do sometimes. I won't lie. I do sometimes. The playmaker is just so insane. It's kind of hard to not use it, but I usually use it over the middle, and I have like one route, and it's basically like, okay, am I going to let that route go to the sideline, or am I going to playmaker it back? Most of the time I never plan to, but it's amazing how bad you can beat somebody when you roll out and make the play last a little bit longer and hit them with that play action, man. But ultimately, those plays end up leading to another touchdown for Todd Gurley, his second of the day, and we do end up nailing the extra point to put us up 14-7 with a minute left in the first quarter. So this game has probably gone the longest of any of the games. I don't know if any game we played in this episode has gone to the second half, and on the kickoff, man, he gets absolutely demolished. Ryan Shazier says, you ain't going to be able to take this shit past the 20. I tell you fucking that much. It's 1st and 10. We go to the end zone, and Eric Ebron Damn, if he would have made that catch, that would have been sweet. 2nd and 10. Todd Gurley taken off to the outside and ultimately gets taken down inside the 10-yard line at the 7. Todd Gurley trying to get that hat trick right now, and at the 7-yard line, he does. He fights his way into the end zone, and just like that, we are up by 2 scores, man, up 21-7. After our first play on offense, I did not think that this game would be going all that well, but this has gone way better than I thought. Again, the last 2 episodes have been really tough L's, and after going on this little mini win streak, it was definitely nice, man, and we end up, we kill him again on the kickoff. That's his 2nd fumble in a row on the kickoff. Byron Jones, I don't know if he got credit for the tackle or the fumble recovery. Ultimately, it doesn't matter as we do end up forcing our 4th rage quit of the episode, and I just realized I cut this episode off way too short. You guys are seeing a picture of something. I don't know what the fuck I put there. But you know what? I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Again, 4 rage quits, definitely nice after 2 tough losses the past couple episodes. As my dogs on cue decide to fucking bark like crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Be sure to look out for the next one, and as always, I'm out. Peace.